Princess Charlotte's maternal grandmother, Carol, has played a prominent role in the young royal's life since her earliest days, offering support to Princess of Wales during a challenging pregnancy and subsequently assuming many caregiving and celebratory responsibilities. When became pregnant with Princess Charlotte, she was diagnosed with severe hyperemesis, a condition characterized by persistent and uncontrollable vomiting that prevents the expectant mother from retaining any fluids or nourishment. In an appearance on the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast, admitted that she was not the happiest of pregnant people beyond the first trimester. During this period of relentless illness, Carol stepped in to oversee the preparation of Charlotte's nursery while also assisting with day-to-day tasks. She personally selected ties for formal engagements on behalf of her son-in-law, Prince William, and escorted Prince George to swimming lessons, allowing to rest and recover. Carol's early involvement fostered a strong attachment to the unborn princess even before her birth. Born on the 2nd of May 2015, Princess Charlotte was among the first members of the royal family to receive a visit from Carol. In deference to tradition, the youngster was shown to her grandmother before being presented to her royal grandfather, King Charles III. Following that pivotal first meeting, Carol wasted no time in ensuring that her granddaughter would feel both cherished and at ease. A few months after Charlotte's arrival, Carol was observed leaving a branch of Trotters, a premium United Kingdom retailer specializing in children's clothing, carrying a sizable shopping bag. Although specific purchases remained private, it was widely assumed that she had secured gifts not only for Charlotte, but also for her older brother, Prince George. Carol's penchant for selecting quality items traces back to her own mother, Goldsmith, who once purchased what was reputedly the largest silver cross pram ever seen, despite her modest means. Now the matriarch herself, Carol continues the family tradition of providing the best for her. As Charlotte matured into an inquisitive toddler, Carol offered to take on babysitting duties whenever her daughter and son-in-law embarked on official engagements. For example, during the Cambridge family's 7-day royal tour of India and Bhutan, both Charlotte and George remained under their grandmother's care. Although the children were likely too young to recall the entire voyage, they nevertheless benefited from the opportunity to strengthen their bond with Carol. An experienced parent of 3, Carol knows how to keep energetic youngsters engaged. Friends of the family note that Carol's backyard includes a pond teeming with ducks and a small flock of hens, features that consistently captivate her. One insider remarked, "It looks absolutely beautiful, and the children love to come and play," highlighting the everyday pleasure that Prince George and Princess Charlotte find in their grandmother's garden. Carol has also introduced Charlotte and her siblings to hands-on activities that instill practical skills and encourage healthy habits. In her interview with Saga magazine, she detailed how she encourages to participate in simple gardening projects. "Growing potatoes is a straightforward one to begin with," she explained, "and digging for spuds is enjoyable at any age. We also cultivate carrots, beetroot, and onions, and there is no better way to promote healthy eating than to allow you to witness the process of growing food and to pick their own produce." By donning gardening gloves and wielding a hoe rather than dressing as a traditional princess, Charlotte experiences a measure of normalcy that might otherwise be scarce in royal life. When it comes to seasonal celebrations, Carol draws upon decades of experience as the founder and chief executive officer of Party Pieces, a successful party supply company. Although she has relinquished day-to-day responsibilities at the firm, her enthusiasm for festivities remains undiminished. At Christmas, Carol installs an additional tree exclusively for her to decorate, ensuring they have a meaningful role in setting up the seasonal. Halloween is another occasion she relishes, often inviting Charlotte and her brothers to participate in pumpkin carving and other family-oriented traditions. In an October 2022 post on Party Pieces' Instagram account, Carol revealed that she had grown her own pumpkins that year and was eager to decorate them alongside her loved ones. Discipline and routine are priorities for Carol, who views structure as a cornerstone of good parenting. In an interview with The Telegraph, she remarked, "One of the most important qualities of a good parent is discipline, not necessarily being strict, but establishing a routine. You cannot suddenly begin teaching politeness at 13, it must start from the very beginning. Nonetheless, Carol is careful not to impose her own methods on her daughter and son-in-law, acknowledging his role as Charlotte's primary caregiver. In an interview with Good Housekeeping, she stated, "It is my children's role to pass on what they believe is important to their children. I understand how difficult it was to raise my own children. I invested so much and did not always want to be told what to do by my mother." Despite her firm convictions regarding discipline, Carol ensures that play and enjoyment are integral to her bond with Charlotte. Both grandmother and granddaughter share a love of dance, often culminating in impromptu kitchen discos following a home-cooked meal. "I adore a kitchen supper," Carol told Good Housekeeping, "where I prepare something delicious and present it attractively, then finish with a kitchen disco." This affinity for music and movement clearly influenced Charlotte, who has been known to race around the kitchen in dresses and ballet attire, joined by her younger brother, Prince Louis. In an episode of the Time to Walk podcast, Prince William described how Charlotte particularly goes wild in the kitchen, dancing and singing, with Louis trailing behind her trying to imitate her moves. It is a truly joyful moment where the children simply revel in the fun. Sleepovers at the household offer another glimpse into Carol's efforts to provide a relaxed environment for her royal. On many evenings, Charlotte will stay overnight with her parents, Prince William but often accompanied by the broader family. While life at Palace can be governed by strict protocol, the home fosters a more casual atmosphere in which the children are free to be themselves. In his memoir, Meet Ella, The Dog Who Saved My Life, James described a morning when he was awakened by the laughter of young children in the hallway, followed by a peaceful family breakfast where everyone sipped tea together, a scene that underscores the warmth and normalcy Carol cultivates. In January 2025, when underwent abdominal surgery that revealed an early-stage ovarian cancer diagnosis, Carol's role became even more critical. As commenced chemotherapy, Carol not only drove her daughter to medical appointments, but also supported Prince William, taking him out for a beer to help ease his stress. Simultaneously, she cared for her, ensuring that Charlotte and her brothers continued to enjoy stability despite the family's challenging circumstances. A source close to the family told The Independent that Carol had come to the rescue, providing reassurance and serving as a rock for both and William as they confronted the diagnosis. Carol's multifaceted involvement has inevitably influenced Princess Charlotte, who appears to have inherited her grandmother's engaging personality and resilience. Royal correspondent Jenny Bond observed that while Charlotte presents a demure, ladylike demeanor in formal settings, her true character emerges when she is among family, confident, bubbly, and with an obvious zest for life. She is quite sporty, and she is surrounded by strong female role models in her mother, her grandmother, and her aunt. Beyond her energetic disposition, Charlotte has seemingly adopted her grandmother's compassion. According to royal expert in Hello magazine, after witnessing Carol's devoted care for during her illness, Charlotte decided to support her mother in similar ways, an indication that Carol's influence extends beyond mere cheerfulness to the cultivation of empathy and familial solidarity.